All right, we are in week 6 of the GCGL. And the game of this week is going to be the undefeated Swartz Creek Scorpions taking on the 3-2 Montrose Militia. And the Militia will be at home. The only thing that really is going to hurt them, the big thing that's going to hurt them is the power factors. So on rolls of 1 and 2 on the yellow die, Swartz Creek will get another roll. Now, Swartz Creek leads the South Division with a 5-0 record. Montrose, with this week's loss by Otisville, they are going to be, if they can win this game, they'll be alone in first place in the North Division. Speaking of which, we'll go over some week 6 games this week. Otisville traveled to Davison, and Davison wins it 35-20. It was 23-14, and Davison, I'm sorry, not 26-20 is what the score was. It was a close game, and then Davison made a couple big stops at the end, and they pull it out 35-20. We're led by Aiden Butler, who had his best game of the season, 108 yards receiving. Dexter Marino had a touchdown, 75 yards receiving. Jonte Malone rushed for 85 yards. For Otisville, Phoenix Love caught a touchdown pass, 78 yards receiving. And they didn't have much of a running game today. Only 28 yards by Shane Yates. So Otisville falls to 3-3 on the season. Flint. This was a bruising game. Flint lost both their top receivers. Darrell Bryce went out early. And then Gil Edgar was hurt later in the game. So they had both their top receivers out, but they had enough to pull out a win over Mount Morris, 36-16. Bryce, in the short period of time he was in, it looked like him and DJ Tyler were going to tear it up once again. He caught 3 balls for 113 yards and a touchdown in that short amount of time. It was actually the first 3 plays of the game. But as he went out, Edgar caught a couple passes. Corin Turner caught some passes, and even the reserve it took over for Bryce late in the game, or early in the game. He got 95 yards worth of passes. So all in all, DJ Tyler threw for 330 yards and a touchdown in the win. Offensively, Mount Morris was pretty anemic. Tayton Lang had 81 yards rushing on the day to lead them. So Flint wins 36-16. Flushing blows out the lowly Burton Bison 48-10. Burton just does not have anything to show for this season. They just have been brutal all year long. Terrell Green threw for just 24 yards, and the team rushed for 110. That was it. The big offensive player for Flushing was Riddell Benson. He tore the Burton defense apart with 276 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns. By far his best game of the season, and one of the best seasons, or best games by anybody all season long running the football. They blow out Burton 48-10. And in the final game, Grand Blanc drops their second in a row, 31-22 to the Clio Manta Rays. Clio goes to 500. And I can't hardly see this. I used a different pen, and I cannot even, the glare is causing it hard to read here. Jimmy Rogers, this game actually, Grand Blanc was up 9-2. Then it was 16-3. Grand Blanc, they were in control when Jamie Rogers and Martin Keller back-to-back touchdown tosses, both the complete distance of the field, 100 yards, both throws, and they score twice late to win this one, 31-22. Rogers finished with 221 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Martin Keller, another big game, throws for 249 yards. They didn't run the ball at all that game. Tristan Tate did not get a carry. Grand Blanc, Marshawn Evans had 98 yards rushing, and Burke Butler had 90 yards receiving in the loss. So there you have it. Swartz Creek with a win here would take a commanding lead in the North Division, or in the South Division, sorry. And Montrose with a win would take over sole possession of this North Division. So here we go. Again, pay attention to that power. Why am I drawing a blank? Is that what it's called? Power factor, yes. That could be the deciding factor in this game. But as you see, Montrose offense, their offensive line's not one of the better ones in the league. And they could have trouble against this defensive front for the Swartz Creek Scorpions. Here we go. Montrose on the field first. I did not write anything down here. All right. Here we go. Here we go. We're underway. 5 versus 5. It's going to be an X versus X. And an 8. Unit X level of the D line is a 4, greater than the O line. Yes, they are. Roll 1 die. It's possible sack here. Jack James in the backfield. They're going to complete it for a 1-point gain to Bailey Hill. So Jack James had pressure on Caleb Green, but he got it away to Bailey Hill for a zone. And it brings up 2nd down. Five versus 2. X versus run. And the rules of 4. So X versus run, 4. X level of the star linebacker. That's Gary Smith. His X level is a 2, greater than the diamond or star runner. It is not. Kyler White's a 3. 1 to 3 is a gain of 1. 4 to 6 is a gain of 2. It's a gain of 2. Right up the gut. Nice blocking by the offensive line. And Kyler White picks up 2 zones. That'll bring up third down. And we're going to have our first re-roll. It's a 1, so that means Swartz Creek will get another roll. It's going to be run versus run. And as it is right now, it's an 8. They're looking for something lower. They got it, a 2. So run versus run, 2. Run versus run, 2. Run level of the diamond defensive lineman. Or diamond, I keep saying diamond. Star defensive lineman. He is a 1. Greater than the star offensive lineman is not. So we're going to roll 1d6. 1 to 2 is no gain. 3 to 6 will be a gain of 1. Oh, it's no gain. Big stop by Jack James. Jack James makes the stop. And that's going to give Montrose 3 points on their opening drive. And Swartz Creek sets up their offense. The ever-dangerous Wesley Pierce will be one of the wideouts. Niall Shaw is the other one. And then you got Jeremy Newton in the backfield. Wesley Pierce is also dangerous on running the ball. And Austin Todd is their quarterback. So here comes Swartz Creek. They set up 1st and 10. 6 versus 1. X versus run. And the rules of 3. 3, X level of the diamond linebacker, Tommy Foster. He is a 1. Greater than the diamond runner, it is not. Wesley Pierce is a 2. Rushing gain of 1 by the diamond runner, that's Wesley Pierce. And the diamond linebacker is stunned. Tommy Foster is stunned. But Pierce picks up 1. Brings up a 2nd down. Six versus 4. Did I roll that black one? Let me roll that again. Oh, we're going to have a event play here for no gain, random defender. Uh-oh, we could have an injury here. 6. It's going to be the star defensive back. Pax Reed makes the stop. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Pax Reed gets the stop. And he's down. 4 to 6, he'll be stunned. Oh, he's hurt. Pax Reed is going to have to leave the game. His replacement is going to have a hard time covering Wesley Pierce. But Swartz Creek is going to end up with 1 point there. And Montrose back on offense. Another event play here. 1 flag on the defense. 2 zone penalty. And a personal foul on Swartz Creek. Repeat first down. And Swartz Creek's going to get a roll here. 6 versus 6 is going to be X versus X. The initial roll is a 2. Can't get much lower than that, so it's a 9. They're going to keep the 2. So X versus X. 2. Unit X level of the D line. 4 greater than the O line. Yes, it is. Sack. A 1 point loss. Credit to defensive lineman with the best X level. That is going to be Jack James with the sack. -1. A stop. So they're only with just 1 point. Second stop of the game for Jack James. Already. And Swartz Creek's going to go on offense. Four to 1 early on here. But with Pax Reed out for the game, that doesn't bode well for the Montrose Militia. I forgot their names. Oh, Swartz Creek's going to get a roll here. 1 versus 1. It's a run versus a run. They got a 7. But let's see if they can get something higher here. Nope, they'll keep the 7. Run versus run 7. Home team. Nope, they're the visiting team. No gain. Play bogs down. Stopped by the dot defensive lineman. That's Manly Morris with the stop. Manly Morris. Stacks up Newton for no gain. And big play there for the Montrose Militia. And they keeping that prolific Swartz Creek offense off the scoreboard for the most part. It's 4 to 1. Here comes the Militia back on offense. Five and 1, X versus run. 4. X level of the Diamond Star linebacker, Gary Smith, greater than the Star runner. No, not even close. 1 to 3 is a gain of 1. 5. That's going to be a gain of 2 for Kyler White. Brings up second down. 2 versus 4. Run versus pass. And the roll is a 4. Run versus pass 4. Gain of 1. Nice block. Lamar Walker pushes ahead, and Kyler White picks up 1. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Six versus 6. That's X versus X. And the roll's a 9. X versus X, 9. X level of the dot wide receiver. That is Kyler White. Oh, he's a 3. Greater than the dot defensive lineman. He is much better. Pass complete. 4-point gain. And Lloyd Griffin is going to be stunned on the play. Nice pass by Caleb Green. So they're going to get 7 points that drive, and now lead it 11-1. The upset in the making. Lloyd Griffin is stunned. Excuse me. So here comes Swartz Creek. Trying to get this offense going. So far, nothing much doing for them. Wesley Pierce has got only 1 catch for a zone, or 1 zone. Let's see if we can get something going here. 3 versus 3, pass versus pass. 11. 11, pass level of the quarterback. Austin Todd's a 2, greater than the diamond defensive lineman. No, he's not. They're both 2s. It's complete to Pierce for 2. A leaping grab on a rushed throw. Nice catch by Pierce. Brings up 2nd down. Swartz Creek is going to get an extra roll here on this one. X versus run. And the initial roll's a 2. They need something higher. They got an 8. They'll take it. X versus run. 8. X level of the dot offensive lineman. He's a 1. Greater than the dot defensive lineman. No, Manly Morris is a 2. So 1 to 3 is complete for 1 point. 4 to 6 is 2 points. Well, 1 point gain to the dot receiver. That's Jeremy Newton. That'll bring up 3rd down. Oop. 1 versus 6. Run versus X. The roll is a 10. Run versus X, 10. Run level of the offensive line is a 5, greater than the defensive line. They are a 3. It is a gain of 4. Huge opening for Newton. He'll go for 4 zones. And that's what Swartz Creek needed. They'll exchange. After 7. It's now 11-8. Montrose back on offense. I just realized Manly Morris. Oh no, that was Lloyd Griffin. Okay. Tommy Foster's the one that's stunned. Okay, that's right. That's right. All right, the Militia. Take over. 1 versus 5, run versus X. And the roll is a 9. 9. Run level of the star runner. He is a 3. Greater than the diamond defensive back. He is. Gain of 4. Lowers his shoulder and picks up steam. Nice run from Kyler White. He'll pick up 4. Second down. Three versus 2. Pass versus run. The roll is a 9, but Swartz Creek will get another roll with the roll of 1. So they're looking for something lower than a 9. Nope. They roll another 9. So pass against the run, 9. Pass level of the diamond defensive back. He is 0. Is it greater than the wide receiver? Kyler White is a 1, so complete for 6-point gain. Burn. Tony McDaniel gets burnt by Kyler White, and Caleb Green finds him. Touchdown! Kyler White into the end zone. He has done everything here today for Montrose. $14 points on the board. And they now lead it 25-8 over the undefeated Swartz Creek Scorpions. Swartz Creek needs a quick strike here. 6 versus 5. That's X versus X. 5. X level of the diamond linebacker. That's Tommy Foster. He is stunned, so he's going to be a 0. Greater than the diamond runner, Wesley Pierce. No, he's not. Diamond runner, Wesley Pierce. 1 to 3 is a gain of 1. 4 to 6 will be a gain of 2. It's going to be a gain of 2 from Wesley Pierce. Second down. So that'll come off Foster. Five versus 4. And Swartz Creek's going to get another roll here. 5 versus 4. X versus pass. Need something higher than a 4. Oh, they don't get it. X versus pass. 4. Unit X level of the D line. 3. Better than the O line. It is. No gain. Manly Morris makes the stop. Wesley Pierce brought down for no gain. So they'll get 2. But now Swartz Creek in some trouble. Down 25-10 as we get closer to crunch time. Montrose, if they can get some points here on this drive, this game's pretty much over. 6 versus 2. X versus run. 9. X level of the Diamond offensive lineman. Lamar Walker's a 1. Greater than the Diamond defensive lineman. He's a 1 as well. Complete for a 2-point gain to Kyler White. Good throw under pressure. Two-point gain. Kyler White just continues to be the do-everything man here today for the Montrose Militia. Second down. And Swartz Creek's going to get a roll here. 1 versus 4. 1 versus 4. Run versus pass. The roll is a 7. Swartz Creek wants something lower. And they get a 5. It's better than 7. So run versus pass 7. Run level of the Diamond runner. That's Lakin Butler. He's a 1. Greater than the Diamond linebacker. Archie Hooper. He is. Gain of 3. He slashes through the hole. A gain of 3 by Lakin Butler. As Montrose continues to be impressive on offense today. Third down. Oops. Oh, I just didn't put the +3. Okay. Third down. Third down. Oh, Swartz Creek gets to go roll here. 2 versus 4. Run versus pass again. And the roll's a 10. They definitely want something lower than that. Hoping for something much lower. I'll take it. It's a 5. So run versus pass. Run level of the Diamond or Star Runner. 3. Greater than the Star defensive back. 0. 2-point gain from Kyler White. He continues to impress. And that's where the drive will end. They'll exchange with a 7-point insurance drive there. And they now lead it 32-10. This has been a shocker. Swartz Creek has been unable to put it together on offense today. Looks like our final undefeated team will fall by the wayside. 3 versus 1. They get another roll, but they're not going to take it. Pass versus run, and the roll is 12. This could be really good. Pass versus run. 12. Quarterback pass level, a 2. Touchdown! Wesley Pierce finally gets open, and Austin Todd pours it in for the score. Unbelievable. They needed it badly there, and Wesley Pierce and Austin Todd hook up. Wesley Pierce had been pretty quiet up to that point. And now, let's see, 21, 28, 32 to 24. Montrose still in control, but they need to gain some, move the ball here on their first play here before crunch time. If not, you go into crunch time with Swartz Creek with the ball. Here we go. 1 versus 2. Run versus run. And the roll's a 10. Run level of the Diamond offensive lineman. Rush Osborne, he is a 2. Wait, I'm sorry. The Diamond offensive lineman. He's a 1. Greater than, he's not. Rush Osborne's a 2. So it's going to be a gain of 2 still. From Lakin Butler. And that might do it. That might do it. We head to crunch time. As they go to the ball control offense. Four versus 5. Pass versus X. And the roll is an 11. Complete. Gain equals combined pass level of quarterback plus star receiver plus 1d6. This could be bad. Caleb Green's a 2. Butler's a 2. 4. Plus 5. And that's a touchdown. Lakin Butler gets open. And Caleb Green puts Swartz Creek out of their misery. Unbelievable. This has been an upset that I didn't see coming. That's actually Lakin Butler's first catch, and it goes for 8 zones. And 14 points for Montrose. So, even though they were in ball control, I don't, since it was a touchdown, I do not count it, the extra time slot, because they scored so quickly. So, Swartz Creek, they need a quick shot. So I'm not going to even roll the offensive dice. They're going deep. Deep pass. Deep pass. And they're going to get another roll. Look at this. Deep pass. I shouldn't even roll there. They're going to be playing like in a pass defense anyways. But they get a 7. They need something higher. Nope. So 7. Deep pass past 7. Oh, they're not the home team. They're the visiting team. Incomplete. Throws Sales out of bounds. Torrey Jackson on the coverage. And that's a stop. And Montrose takes back over with the game pretty much over. They're going to run the football. They're going to run it. Swartz Creek will be... They will definitely roll a defensive die here. So 3. Run versus pass. 7. In ball control. 7. Run level of the diamond runner. He's a 1, greater than the diamond linebacker. He is. Gain of 3. And that'll run the clock out. This game is over. Big offensive explosion for the Montrose Militia. 28, 35, 42, 43, 46, 49. 49-24. A big home win for the Militia as they knock off the undefeated Swartz Creek Scorpions. 49-24. Let's check out the final stats for the day. Lakin Butler finished with 92 yards receiving and a touchdown. Bailey Hill had 1 catch. That came in the first play of the game. But he ends up with 20 yards. And then Kyler White caught 128 yards receiving and a touchdown. 240 yards passing and 2 touchdowns for Caleb Green. Running the ball, Kyler White had 117 yards rushing to go along with his 120 yards receiving. Big game from him. Lakin Butler had 90 yards rushing. All told, a big offensive day for the Militia. 207 yards rushing and 240 yards passing. For Swartz Creek, 140 yards receiving and a touchdown for Wesley Pierce in a losing cause. Newton had 22 yards. 162 yards for Austin Todd and a touchdown. Newton, 48 yards rushing, and Wesley Pierce had 28 yards. 76 yards total. Jack James had a couple stops and a sack for the Swartz Creek defense. But Manly Morris had a couple big stops. As Montrose held off Swartz Creek. So that really jumbles things up in the standings. Montrose now goes atop all alone in the North Division, while Swartz Creek stays in first with the Grand Blanc loss. And we head to week 7. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.